What's up, guys? This is Kyle from Wax Museum, and today I want to talk to you real quick about one of the weirdest or one of the strangest basketball card pictures that I've seen in a really long time. And I know that sounds a little bit like hyperbole, but just hear me out. Give me a few minutes here. And this card is from the brand new Prism Monopoly set. I'm not going to weigh in much on that set. All I'm going to say is it's not for me. But if there are people out there that like it, that enjoy it, that want to try and play that game, then so be it. More power to them. It's just not for me. But anyway, this card is from that set. It's a Trae Young card. And someone posted this on social media earlier this morning. And at first glance, it looks like, just a good action shot from a game. That's an improvement over some of the stuff that we've seen in the other sets where everything's cropped out. So I didn't think much of it at first, but then they said, hey, you might want to look a little bit closer at this card. And I did. And when I did, I noticed that you've got Trae Young of the Atlanta Hawks pictured in red, driving in against Okongwu of the Hawks pictured in the black jersey. So you've got two guys from the same team going against one another. So my first thought was, okay, this is an instance where Panini probably had to Photoshop Trae onto another background just because maybe there was something in the first background that they couldn't show for copyright reasons or whatever. There was a brand that they couldn't airbrush out completely, or there was a person, right? We don't want the Michael Jordan incident again that we had on another card. So I figured, hey, maybe that's the case. So foolishly, I went to Getty and I said, hey, let me give him the benefit of the doubt, right? I went through, I remembered that some of the Pacers Prism cards were all from this October 2022 game against the Hornets. So I figured, hey, maybe the Hawks had some early October 2022 stuff as well. So anyway, I'm not going to show you all that on here. I went through tons of photos, more so than the 10 images that I have pulled up here right now. I looked through a lot of 2022 stuff. And long story short, it was not there. So I decided to go to my Instagram here, or my Twitter, and I posted the card and I said, hey, I saw this on Instagram earlier, Panini America. Why is Trae being guarded by his own team in this picture? I think you're just trolling us now. And that's still my honest opinion. I think Panini's just trolling us, just trying to see what they can get away with as they slowly fade into the sunset. So anyway, there were several different responses here, but the best one came from my friend Steve, aka Vintage Pacers. And he said that it is from a Hawks team scrimmage or open practice held back on September 28th of 2022. And he didn't have the exact photo, but it seemed entirely plausible because he's got a short video here that the Hawks posted on their Twitter that shows some action from that game. So he pretty much pointed it out for me. But like I said, he didn't have the exact photo, and it's not this moment that's depicted in the video either. So I decided to go back on Getty Images, and I went through, I'll back up here real quick. I put September Trae Young 2022, and only 5 events came up. 2 of them were Media Day. One was not Trae Young. One of them was a football game. So then we had this scrimmage here at the bottom. And as you can see there, it came up pretty quick. It's this image right here. You've got Trae Young with those blue shoes. You've got Okongwu, and everything lines up. So why am I calling this one of the strangest or weirdest photos? Well, I can't remember another card that has an image that's essentially from an open practice, right? This was like a fan fest where they invited people to. I know we've had all sorts of Summer League photos on hoop sets, or Prism years ago had some Summer League photos. That's a little bit different to me. That's because the rookies didn't have other photos out there. The only other thing that I could think of is maybe when all the players came back to the NBA bubble and they had a couple of practice games there at the start that weren't technically considered preseason because it was in the middle of the season. Maybe they took some pictures from that. But otherwise, I can't think of pictures that were from an open practice situation like this. Maybe you can, maybe you know of some. Go ahead and let me know in the comments. Otherwise, if you like seeing stuff like this, if you like me pointing out weird stuff that sticks out to me, go ahead and hit that like button. Remember, there are new episodes of the audio podcast that come out every Thursday. And as always, thanks for watching.